Hey, Casmin. Recovering from our wild entrance into the Enclave?
Save it, okay? I know I should have been more prepared to move.
Hold on, that's not what I...
If I had been more prepared, we wouldn't be missing half our supplies. With more supplies, I could have done a better job patching up Oria's wing. If I had fixed her wing properly, we wouldn't be in unknown territory with a point who...
Whatever it is, just say it, Kaz.
You're no Oria. I'm sorry. But she has more experience and who knows what's out there.
I know my job is important, but we all have a part to play in our survival. I know you can do yours. Trust that with everyone's help, I'll be able to do mine too. I'm not in this alone, Kaz. Neither are you.
You're right. It's just that Oria has been point for so long. I need to give you a chance, though. I'll try.
That's all I ask.
Your tent. Might not be glamorous, but you can rest here when you're not gallivanting on expeditions.
It's perfect.
Don't know about perfect. I could have done a better job if we didn't lose half our supplies when we passed through the Veil.
Seriously, I didn't have anything close to this in Aronsband. Half the time I was lucky if I didn't sleep on dirt.
Huh. That's... unfortunate. I'll leave you to get settled.
I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the Veil.
By the looks of it, it was a one-way ticket.
Well, the Enclave built many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another arc that could help us escape?
Or possibly repair this one? It must be special somehow. As Oria said, the arcs never left the Enclave, yet this one did.
We know as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring if we want to find answers. So this is a loom gate. It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Oh, imagine being able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems, inert?
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we... metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
Who could have it any other way?
After being together for 7 years, we're bound to have something in common.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives. Loom gates must need a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of leagues.
Dom? Hello? Everything okay?
Sorry, thoughts of loom gates rattling around in my mind incessantly. I'm sure you're the same way after seeing one.
Not exactly, but it is exciting.
Promise you'll keep an eye out for a way to reactivate it, won't you?
Any thoughts on what that might look like?
No, it could be anything. That's what's so exciting. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing at the prospect of traversing these lost lands?
I just want the real action to start. I want to find the biggest, baddest creature in the land and I don't know, climb it, or tear its strands free, or chuck a boulder at its head.
Would you mind flipping the order of those last two? A boulder might wreak havoc with the integrity of the strand.
For you, I'll think about it.
How thoughtful. You're going to make a great point, Bryn of Carnhaven.
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, something else is tugging at my attention.
Loom gates.
Loom gates.
You've been busy.
It's a work in progress. Taking stock and all. We lost a lot of gear running for our lives. Speaking of, are you doing okay?
I'm great. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
A point has to have that kind of attitude. Just be careful. You don't want that lifetime to be cut short. Oh, and listen. We've got your back, okay? All of us. Right now, we need to focus on getting our feet back under us. And you need to get the lay of the land while we do.
Sev, how are you holding up?
Oh, fine. I mean, I'm trapped inside a magic bubble that's filled to the brim with life-threatening creatures. Also, left an entire known world behind, and I'll probably never see remnants of my past life again. But, you know, I'm fine.
It's okay if you're scared, Sev. I'm a little nervous myself.
Oh, good. Our point is worried. One person who's supposed to be fearless. Yeah.
Sev?
This apprenticeship is turning into more than I signed up for.
That is completely understandable. We're all reeling.
Yeah. You're probably right. Listen, I should get back to helping Sola.
I was talking with Sola earlier. She is a great listener. Maybe talk to her about how you're feeling too?
I wouldn't want to burden her.
She'd be happy to help.
I'll think about it.
Lane, you seem lost in thought. Settling in all right?
Oh, Bryn. Yes, I am. And you? I notice you've been checking in with the others at the camp.
You did? Are you spying on me?
Oh, of course not. It's my vocation to observe. Not just you. Everyone. In fact, if you'd like, I can tell you a little about the others. You are newer to our band, after all.
Sev is relatively new to the team too. Has Sola taken on smithing apprentices before him?
No, she's never had an apprentice before. I don't know how he came to be her apprentice either. No one seems to.
That's a little odd, isn't it?
Not really. Typically, Ram are very secretive, culturally speaking. Sev may remain an enigma. I wish he would open up, though. I'd like to learn more about his people.
Given that I'm the newest member, how do you think I fit in?
It speaks volumes that Oria trusts you with taking over the expeditions this soon. I would have thought Casmin might take over in this interim period instead of you.
Casmin?
Up until about 6 months before you joined, Oria was training her to become her replacement as point. Going well, then out of nowhere the training ended, and Oria began searching for a new point. I don't know if it was Oria's decision or Casmin's, but either way, I suppose it's all for the best. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
Casmin hasn't been the most welcoming towards me. I wonder if she could be upset that I'm the new point.
Knowing Casmin, if she has a problem with you, it won't be long before she confronts you about it.
Ah, great. I've traveled with a Weaver band before, but it wasn't quite as functional as this. What makes this one run so smooth?
The obvious answer is Aurea. Not only is she a strong point and leader herself, but her mother is one of the most famous enchantresses of our time. She's grown up surrounded by excellence.
Wow. Still, it sounds like a lot to live up to.
If it is, Aurea makes it look easy.
You said Aurea is the obvious answer to this band's success. Is there a not-so-obvious answer?
Ah, yes. While Aurea runs the field, when it's time for the caravan to move, it's Casmin who takes over. She used to be a quartermaster on the docks of Don Brennig, facilitating relief efforts for the Udean Federation. With the speed she can pack a caravan, it's no wonder that Aurea trusts her to take over when it's time to move.
Before joining, I knew Aurea's band was renowned for its top-notch techniques in weaving. Why do you think that is?
Ah, to keep a point's expedition gear competitive, you need a smith and an enchanter working in perfect harmony. And there's never been a pairing more harmonious than the union of our enchanter, Dam, and our smith, Sola.
They are sweet together.
Did you know Sola is descended from nobility in the Sansa Empire? Shame her family lost their fortune, though I suppose that's why she's so down to earth.
Are both Dam and Sola from Sansa?
No. In fact, Dam hails from Renland, where magic is completely forbidden. I often wonder if Dam's fascination with enchanting would be as obsessive if magic wasn't dogmatically kept from him as a child.
Lane, offering insight about the others is nice, but I came here to talk about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to know, really. I suppose I'm the typical third child to a second son of a patriarch of a minor mercantile house in Udea.
What?
I've enjoyed the experience of growing up in a family embroiled in feuds so long-standing that no living relative can recall inciting incidents firsthand. At a young age, scholastic endeavours became my escape from the familial turmoil until I could finally leave home, and so on and so forth. Nothing but a classical presentation of third-child issues in a Udean mercantile family.
Right. And how are you feeling since we entered the Enclave?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. Nothing's really wrong, but never mind.
You sure? Whatever's on your mind, I'm happy to listen.
Yesterday, entering the Enclave in our lifetime seemed impossible, yet today, here we are. It strikes me as an opportunity that was profoundly easy to miss. That's all. Anyway, thanks for listening.
I was impressed by how you handled that drake outside the Vale.
A little terrifying, I will admit.
But you kept a cool head and didn't let it get the better of you. Not everyone can do that.
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here. Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring. Promise to take it all in for me.
You must be devastated that your wing is holding you back.
I can't deny that my heart breaks at the prospect of being stuck behind the scry. But knowing I've found the right replacement helps. Besides, this wing won't keep me down for long. I'll be back out there soon enough.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land. Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-Surge. No chance it's accurate, but That's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans entering the Enclave. Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. I've scanned it from the Overlook, and we've got 2 landmarks of note. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue. Possibly an ark.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger. The path is down by your tent.
I'll head out now.